man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, let's talk about AJ and Pulve being on pay-per-view in the UK. Yuck. Also, let's talk about Golovkin taking the pay cut and Barrera and Kovalev having a new date. But first, let's get into some Roy Jones, Mike Tyson news. Should be interesting here. One of the things new about that is they won't have no scoring, no official winner. So it's looking more and more to me like an exhibition bout. And if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But they're going to have a concert. They're going to have Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne, The Baby, YG, and probably a couple more artists performing. So it's kind of going to be like when Mike Tyson fought Memphis. I forget who he fought. And Jay-Z also had a concert there. I remember it was on Showtime. But, you know, should be interesting, man. But I think the fight was not this next weekend. I think next weekend it is, to be exact. So, I mean, I know some people that's going to probably order it. But just to kind of think and see the validity in the fight, I just think it's going to be like a sparring match. I don't think Mike Tyson's going to try to kill Roy Jones. You got two 50-plus-year-old men, or around 50 years old, you know, trying to kill each other. So I don't think they're going to try to kill each other. They're going to come out there trying to box. And, you know, I think it's going to be agreement. You don't hurt me, I don't hurt you. But, you know, if it do pop off, it do pop off. But also you got Nate Robinson taking on, Logan and Jake Paul. I forget which one they are. And Badu Jack is saying he fighting on the card. He going to give his proceeds. He going to give his money to a charity, whatever. But that's how you know he ain't in a real fight and making probably real money. But, I mean, should be interesting, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to order it or not. But, I mean, it ain't going to be a real fight, I don't think. So, I think if I order it, it's going to be for the Nate Robinson fight. See how he do against whatever, Logan and Jake Paul, whichever. I think the same one that got called out by Floyd. Floyd is a disgrace to boxing. Way before he did that. But other than that, man, I mean, if you do tune in, maybe it's going to be for the virtual concert. I don't know. But I'm not telling people to tune in. It's all what you going to do. But you got to remember, you got holidays coming around and stuff closing back down. So I don't know how well it's going to do. We had too many pay-per-views in boxing this year. It should never been a pay-per-view this year. You know, I mean, towards the end of the year, it should never been one. Knowing the circumstances of boxing, they keep coming in saying we did it. They ain't do them numbers they said they did. I'll tell you that right now. All these pay-per-view events be lying, bro. Every fight should be for free. If fighters don't want to take a pay cut, then fans not going to take a pay cut. So I think while a lot of these companies, PBC to be exact, throw shit on pay-per-view, it's simply because the fighter wants too much. You say, go get it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because the back-end money, a lot of that goes to the fighter. But, I mean, they should have did this on free TV, or on premium network television. But, you know, it should never been a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? The UFC fan base pay. You know, when it's a fight they want to see, they pay for it. And boxing, it's just boxing don't have a big enough fan base. Boxing don't do nothing for the hardcore fan. You know what I'm saying? If they do a hardcore fight for them, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't done for the fans. So, I mean, it is what it is. But apparently, Pulve and AJ is going to be like 24, 25 pounds or whatever they call it in the UK. Euros, I think it's pounds. And that's a disgrace. You know what they're doing. They basically making people watch AJ fight Pulve, because it ain't no venue in the UK to watch it. So, like I said, I think it's disrespectful. But AJ ain't probably taking a huge pay cut neither. People gonna pay to watch AJ because they love AJ. AJ ain't fought since regaining his title, I think, from Andy Ruiz. Was that last November, December? So, I mean, when you got a fan base that pays, you can do that. You don't hear a lot of AJ fans complaining about that. Where I don't live in the UK, I haven't heard a lot of people complain about it. But I wouldn't be paying for that fight. I mean, Pulve, struggle versus, Big Baby Miller's leftovers, his last fight. You know, but, you know, this is what they do. I mean, this ain't nothing different from the UK to America. They try to rob their boxing fans. It's a fucking stick-up. Every fight. They can never say, okay, let's do it. If they do some shit on free TV, it's trash. From the undercard to the main event, you know, PBC didn't put 2 trash cards on. The Lara card on Fox and the Sean Porter card on Fox. You would think, you know, when you go into your best occasion, you're supposed to dress your best. At least that's how I used to be back in the day. When boxing coming to their best occasion on free TV, they don't impress. You know, they happy with $1 million, $1.5 million, $1.6 million. You know, when they should be killing the market doing 3, 4, 5 million people watching their fights, but they put on trash undercards, they put on trash main events, you know? And I just think nobody respects the game. Now, I don't know what the AJ Pulve undercard looking like, but I didn't have AJ Pulve shouldn't even be a mandatory. Who did he beat to be a mandatory? Did he fight Charles Martin, Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, Derek Chisora? Oh, he probably fought Derek Chisora. I don't know. But Felipe Hart, so many fighters, Michael Hunter, all these fighters out here, and he get a mandatory based off some bullshit. Don't nobody want to see Pulve fight. Have you seen his last few performances? Pulve has 0 chance. He got like a 0.5% chance, only because if AJ hurt himself in the ring. This is a joke of a fight, man. And then when we talk about ordering mandatories, man, we want good mandatories, man. We don't want these bull job mandatories, man. And at the end of the day, AJ been out the ring for a year. This mandatory gonna do him some justice. He deserves a soft touch fight, but my whole thing is to put any amount of price tag on that is just simply disrespectful in my opinion, though. But I mean, he should knock out Pulve within like 4 rounds. He shouldn't even go past a quarter point in the fight. Pulve got good hands, got nothing good. Excuse me. AJ, hopefully he stayed trim, he stayed lean, he don't bulk on that muscle, and he don't compromise speed and flexibility and athleticism for muscle. But should be an easy fight for AJ. But to put that price tag on there is just like, wow, are we really going to do that? Eddie Hearn, and like I said before, boxing going to lose more and more fans because it's, every time it's a premium fight, you got to pay 60, 70, 33, 35, $25, or 30, whatever it is in the UK, 25 pounds. And, at the end of the day, I ain't paying for it. Technology evolved to the point where I don't have to pay for it to watch it. Straight up and down. I don't feel obligated to pay for none of these fights. And that's why I don't go to the fights. It just ain't no fights I want to see. Last fight I went to was a Broner and Vargas card, fight card. That was a dope card from top to bottom. That's the only reason I went. I'm about to keep spending my hard-earned money going to these fights for what? Do I look like barbershop conversation, dick sucking every do? Oh, please can I get an interview? Man, hell no. I'm doing that crap, but I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the AJ and Pulve price tag. But let's move on. Gennady Golovkin. He took a pay cut to fight Kamil Zamata. I don't know how much the pay cut was, but this shouldn't even be a pay cut. This should be a change in opponent. He should be fighting Demetrius Andrade, Dusty Harrison, whatever his name, Hernandez Harrison. He pulled out. Gennady Golovkin should have to fight motherfucking Demetrius Andrade. Now, if Andrade don't have an opponent, why Golovkin can't fight Andrade? Even if it's at the 168-pound limit, because I hear Canelo ain't coming back down to 160, and he thinking about fighting Golovkin in May. And if Golovkin loses to Demetrius Andrade, he can just fight Caleb Plant. That's the other opponent. But like I said, with Demetrius Andrade, with the zone and Demetrius Andrade, the zone ain't trying to force nobody to make nothing. After they did Danny Jacobs and Canelo, they ain't really trying to do what's right for boxing. Because they should say, fuck Kamil Zamata. Let's put Demetrius Andrade here. We put Zamata on the undercard. Straight up and down. I mean, what they pull, they can make it the WBA, put the WBA middleweight belt on the line if they want to do it at middleweight. It's a joke. Golovkin get there, do what he want to do, and rob the place, and then Canelo cried, and he got out the contract. Like, the zone wasn't nothing but a failed experiment. They tried to create the Hawk, and they got Squirrel Girl. Oh, no. That's the problem, man. We all knew it wasn't going to make. Especially when they had people under contract, and they wouldn't fight each other. They wanted to fight the best, and they picking and choosing over there. Please. We already knew Canelo don't want to take no risk without a handicap. Handicapping his opponent. And people don't want to have that conversation. But it's the actual facts. But he shouldn't be fighting Kamil Zamata. He asked for his mandatory. That's crazy to me. A guy who can't punch. Like I said before, I got love for his trainer, Jonathan Banks. But for him, fucking disgrace. Like, fucking disgrace. He he is the most overrated boxer of all time. I don't care what y'all say about anybody. He is the most overrated fighter in boxing history. I don't give a... You want to put Rocky Marciano? He way more overrated than Rocky Marciano. I don't care if Marciano opponents allegedly was taking Dobbs. Golovkin is a bum. He a disgrace to boxing. And like I said before, he trash. He's super duper trash. And to fight a dude who, man, with 7 knockouts, that dude got like 7, 6 knockouts. That's a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? That's a joke to me, man. But I mean, it is what it is, man. But let's finish it up. Kovalev was owed 2 more fights after the Canelo fight. What happened was, I'm going to tell you what happened. If Kovalev would have win, he would go over the top rank. He would have kept fighting, which we all knew he wasn't going to win. It was rumors that, Canelo was going to make him take a dive regardless. Okay. But when he lost, the zone owed him 2 more fights. Basically, the zone paid top rank for Kovalev if he lost. And now they owe him 2 more fights at $2.5 million. He settled his case, I believe, out there in California, Big Bear. Him and Kobe Barrera got beat up by Jesse Hart. That's all you need to know right there. interesting fight, crossroad fight. Definitely, I think the loser should retire. But why Kovalev retire when his own owe him another $2.5 million payday? And my whole thing with Kovalev is he fight anybody for sure. He'll fight anybody. Barrera, good fighter. He's supposed to fight better. Biev, I think a couple years ago, I think it was, and the money wasn't right. And people said he was ducked, but I think loser gotta retire in this situation. But I think Kovalev should win this fight, but he got time to rest. He done got throughout the plane. He didn't beat the case by now. All that, man. But I think he still win. I don't think Barrera got much left in the tank, and I don't think he got much left in the tank. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We got a Facebook group link there as well too. Check out Sportscastr out. Create a profile, it's free. Follow me there for all my live stream. Check me out on Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. That link's there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. We go.